This is an important issue for me. I've made clear all along that I want a NAFTA agreement, and you only have a NAFTA agreement if you have three parties, the three parties that are currently engaged in NAFTA. But let me ask a timing question. Let's assume that my desires occur and that Canada is a participant in NAFTA. This is to you, Mr. Johansson. You mentioned that you've been requested to begin the analysis.
That is correct.
Of a NAFTA agreement. If leaders of the three countries sign a deal in November, the U.S. International Trade Commission still must complete that economic analysis before Congress can consider that agreement. Is that true?
That is per the Trade Priority Act, TPA.
That requires you to act within 105 days after the agreement is signed.
That is correct.
And then it comes to Congress for our consideration. How long will it take you to complete that economic analysis?
That is hard to say. It is a complex, I assume that is a complex agreement. It largely touches upon issues of automobiles and automobile rules of origin, which are particularly complex. We will complete the report as soon as we can, but we of course have to make sure we cover all the bases and that we produce a report which is beneficial.
Let me ask, are there things that you can or are doing today that will be useful in that process that then are completed before the agreement is actually signed?
We're preparing on the report right now. We can't comment extensively. We do not have the text yet.
So is your point that you really can't analyze an agreement until you have the text of the agreement?
Yes, it is. That's our point. Yes.
That makes sense to me, although you were hesitant, which caused me to wonder about my sense. But that does make sense to me, although I was trying to determine, because I think 105 days, as I understand the scenario that needs to occur for a NAFTA agreement to be approved based upon Congress's actions here and the changes in administration in Mexico, et cetera, that I was trying to figure out if there is a way to front load your efforts so that you're well prepared if and when that agreement is signed. But I think your answer is a common sense answer, which is you got to have an agreement, you got to know the details before analysis can be concluded or completed. That makes sense?
Yes, it does.
Let me say it differently, before analysis can even begin.
Yes.